rather than doing charge entry and looking at it from a paper format. So instead of getting normally right now the process is that you get a chart sheet which has all the encounter forms. Instead of taking those charges of paper, now you have them available right through the EHR into your billing system, as long as it's seamlessly integrated into the billing system. So that's one of the many ways SequelMed EHR is useful for the billing process. I have another question here. Typically, what's the total implementation process time frame? Okay. Depending on, it's hard to define what a typical implementation process is, because like I said, that our approach to implementation is very customizable. We work with the client, see how their workflow is, and then decide on a mutual basis how their implementation will be. I'll answer this question in another way also to give you a better idea of the physical implementation time. As long as a physician or the user are, Windows and computer savvy enough and are able to adapt to the idea of documenting everything clinically, it can take the actual training of the EHR does not take more than 2 or 3 days. The rest of it is what we call practice, and that's what we really mean by progressive implementation. After that, depending on the learning curve, starting out, let's say, with prescribing medications, then doing lab, and then going on to documenting the whole clinical note, and then completion of EHR, could take anywhere from 3 to 6 months, again, depending on the savviness of the physician or the user on how they're going to use it. But I would not put that as an implementation process. The implementation of the software itself and the requisite training can be completed within a week or so. But after that, what we recommend is that the physician or the user gradually uses various components of the EHR in order to get more familiarized or more comfortably familiarized with it throughout the system. I hope that answers the question in terms of the total implementation process, because it is divided into those aspects. So just to sum it up, actual implementation process anywhere from 5 to 7 days, but over a period of time, a physician gradually acclimating to the whole EHR and documenting everything professionally and completely could take anywhere from 3 to 6 months. And that is a frank and honest, legitimate time period. If you don't allow yourself that from the very beginning, and if you feel or if you think that it will be something that you will be able to do within overnight or kind of an overnight thing, it's not going to happen. And a lot of companies do that. And that's why we have been very successful in our EHR implementation process, because we take the customers in that progressive manner. Okay, I have another question. Who would we contact in order to do a demo for one of our billing clients that would be interested in this product? You could actually contact me directly. At the end of this presentation, we will give you that contact information. Another question. The question is, can the existing software be synchronized with formats like HCFA 1500? Yes, absolutely. that is part of the continuous upgrades and improvements that we are compliant with. It's actually not only that can the existing software, our software is always compliant with any of the new HIPAA regulations or any CMS regulations. So yes, it is absolutely compatible and synchronized with any of the HIPAA formats as well as the new NPIs that are going to be implemented shortly. Going back to the question in terms of contact information, I will give that contact information at the end of the presentation. You will receive that in your email also. My email address is iiqbal@sequelsys.com if you are taking note right now.